Welcome back to the Greener Lawn. What is going on 2023? Most of you are starting your lawn progress and looking at projects that you can be doing out in your yard. There's quite a few of them that you can be doing. But one of the better things that you can be doing right now, as our lawn is coming out, is fluffing it up. Raking it, making it so that it stands up and it's not laying over, and giving it a nice little mow to look really good. So why are these activities so beneficial right now? Because our lawn, as you can see, is starting to lay over. It had grass in here, it has debris, it has all this stuff that's in here that needs to be raked and fluffed up. Once that comes out, the grass can stand up, and as you can see, we have some green grass down in this area. Would definitely benefit from being able to breathe and getting air down into the canopy and warming up our soil so that it can green up and do what it's supposed to. So you wouldn't necessarily need to rake this type of an area. It's looking really good. You want to look for areas where it's matted, it's pushed over, so that we can get that material up, air down in that soil. So what happens if we do not get this material off of our soil? So if you look, if this stuff stays on this, your grass is going to struggle. See this? This is root material because it hasn't been able to breathe. It's trying to bring its roots up to the surface so that it can breathe and it can get oxygen in. And so this grass is actually super weak and it comes right out. This is not attached well at all. I'm going to leave it here because it'll reattach itself, but that's the reason why we want to get in here, fluff this up so that the air can get down and in there, and it actually helps out the grass. Anything that has this types of stuff, rake it and get it out. A cheap little plastic rake like this works awesome for this. $12.98. Make it cheap. So what does that look like? I'm not trying to get this material out. I'm trying to get these grass blades to stand up because these little pieces will break down quickly as the temperature starts to rise and the microbes start to eat this. They'll break all that down nice. We just want it to stand up and not being laid over. So as you notice, I'm not trying to remove stuff, I'm just fluffing it up. So once we get done fluffing up the matted down areas, we just go ahead and mow it up. So at the beginning of the year, you want to look at two things when you're mowing. One, if it is cooler than 70-ish degrees, I'd use your bag just because you need to break down those clippings. They're not going to break down very well because you aren't going to have the microbes in the soil. They're activated to break them down. So I would actually bag during this time if it's before 70 degrees. Second thing I'd definitely look at for those of us who are stripers in life, and we like to have those sweet stripes in our lawn, is not running your striper yet. This grass is super fragile. It's going to lay back over if I put that striper kit on. Normally, I don't run my striper until the middle of May, depending on how the temperatures are and how the grass is rebounding. So at this point in time, don't put your stripe kit back on. Keep that thing off. It'll benefit you well. So it is a labor-intensive task. But it's not a difficult task. Like, you can just get out there and kind of do it over a couple of days or get it all done in one day, just kind of whatever you have. So it's not a big deal. What it's going to do is just make everything look kind of uniform. It's going to raise everything up. Everything's going to get that airflow in there, and it's going to perform a lot better overall because it can breathe, it can heat up down at that soil level, will not be lacking oxygen or anything down at that root crown level. So after you do it, you're not really going to want to be walking around in your lawn. You fluffed everything up. After you mow, you might want to go fluff up your mow lines and your footsteps just to kind of help it out. But if you fluff it up before, it'll be a lot better than what it was. You'll have gotten that material out and it will perform a lot better. So this is that number one tip that you can definitely be utilizing in your lawn at this point in time, early season. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to reach out to me at info@diygrasscare.com and I'll assist you with any of your questions there. My question for those who have done this in the past, did it help you? Did you see good improvement off of your lawn? If you've not used it, do you think you'll be using this technique in your lawn? Leave it in the comments down below. Do you need to know how to fix holes like this that are left in your lawn after it has died during the winter? Watch this video right here. It'll teach you how to fix spots in your lawn. I'm Jeremy of The Greener Lawn. Make her green.